going to give you 3 secrets for love, life, and fulfillment. These secrets are pretty well hidden. The first one, most people never find out until after they die. Matter of fact, a friend of mine who had terminal cancer found out a couple weeks before he died, and he spent the rest of his life comforting everybody, telling them that everything was okay. And that's the first secret. Everything is okay. It may not seem like it. I'm not saying there's not evil in the world and horrible things haven't happened to all of us. But I think I can explain this best through Lord of the Rings. Sarah just reread Lord of the Rings. If you don't like it, if you haven't seen the movies, just think about a character in a movie or a book that you really like. So Frodo and Bilbo had an epic adventure. Thanks to Lord Sauron, who gave them a great gift, if you think about it. In this epic adventure, they had to believe that they were going to die, that they were unsafe. They had to believe, they had to go inside and find the courage, the strength, the self-sacrifice that only a person who believes everything is not okay could do. And that's how life is. You're not supposed to know, I'm cheating, but you're not supposed to know everything's okay. But it doesn't mean it's not. Secret number 2. This one we usually figure out as we get older. But I'm telling you now because in my 20s and 30s, I look back with shame and guilt for how I treated people because I didn't know that only love is real. And I mean that literally. Everything our mind conceives is a lie. Every dream, every goal, everything you think, oh, if I just get married, oh, if I just buy a house, oh, if I become a star ultimate player, all these things are temporary and they're not satisfying. They're beautiful, wonderful things to do. Some people want to be vagabonds. Some people, but everything up here that tells you you have to do something, it's not real. Love is real. The love you share right now, the love you share with other people, your family, that's the only thing that satisfies. It's the only thing that's real. I give you a more practical example. You two haven't had your first argument, but in the future, you'll have an argument. And when you have that argument, your mind is going to be stuck in fear, and you're going to think that that person is out to get you, and they're a bad person, and the world's a terrible place, until your heart breaks through. And at that moment, all that crazy stuff your mind was saying was like, that's not true. I'm so sorry I acted that way. I'm sorry I didn't trust you. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. Because that's real. The lifelong, people are like, should you trust your head, trust your heart? Well, that's the mind trying to rationalize its position. Just trust your heart. Only people who trust their heart would get married. Look at statistics. You might have had a list in your head of what you wanted, but when you met each other, your hearts knew. So just trust your hearts. The more you trust your heart, the better your life will be. No matter how crazy it tells you, no matter what crazy thing it wants you to do, just follow it and just see. That's real. Number 3 is weird. If the other 2 weren't weird, this is really weird. But you asked me to talk, you know how weird I am. So, there is only you. There's only you. When you're mad at Sarah, when you love Sarah, it's your thoughts about Sarah. It's not Sarah. I got married a couple years ago, and a friend of mine said, thank God you're no longer alone. And I thought, I'm as alone now as ever. Now I can tell I'm more alone because I don't know what she's thinking. I don't know how she feels. And I got 3 examples of that. One of the examples is we had 2 honeymoons. By the time we got done with the second honeymoon, I started thinking, interpreting her behavior in my mind, that she didn't love me, that she'd made a mistake. I got this thing, my stomach has this issue, I'm losing my hair, I don't have enough money. And it went on for like 3 months where everything she did, it made it more real. She doesn't love me, she's made a mistake, she's too kind, she won't divorce me. But she's just gonna like try to ride this out the best she can. You know, it came down to really some heart-to-heart talks, some tears, some of my paranoia breaking through. But the bottom line is, my heart loved her, and whatever she may not be thinking didn't really matter. I just wanted to be with her, and that soothes that mental insanity. Another example is, as a child, most of us interpret our parents and friends and not coworkers, teachers and whoever, and we get these silly ideas like, I'm unlovable, I'm weird, other people are better than me. If you think about it, that's insane. So if a kid has a parent and the parent's so disturbed that they can't realize how much they love the kid and they say, I hate you, the only rational interpretation for that child to make is, what's wrong with them? I'm totally lovable. It's the only logical, but instead we get these ideas. And so that's just another idea that there's just me interpreting other people's behavior. I've talked to my parents when I was a kid and I got these crazy ideas and they're like, no, we were stressed maybe, but we loved too. But my mind told me a lot of tales. And the third one, and I'll wrap this up, is kind of practical. A friend of mine came to visit us in the moment when we were out having some fun. I thought they were in control. And so, I got pissed, and I was mad at him, and I was thinking, and there was a circumstance where I couldn't talk to him, because a heart-to-heart would have worked it out. But I couldn't, for good reasons, I couldn't talk to him and work it out. So I had to go inside and listen to my anger. And what did I discover? I'm not mad at them, I'm mad at me. I wanted to be John Wayne, the guy in the movies who takes no crap from anybody and, nothing bothers him. Instead, I got my feelings hurt, I felt weak. And as soon as I made peace with me being imperfect and weak, which everyone is, including me, I loved my friend again, I loved myself again, everything was fine. So, in my mind, there's only me. And if there's only me, if I make peace with myself, I make peace with the world.